So those people spend their time in meditation, sadhana, and they commit to it. The minute they get a sadhana or practice from their Lama, they don't throw it out the side. They don't say, hey, when I'm free, oh, who cares what it is? Oh, I don't have time. They actually commit to it. And they do it. And along with the sadhanas and practices, they also hold their vows. They read the commentaries, and they see how to further increase their practice on their own without anyone pushing, without making any excuses. So there are people out there who do their sadhanas and do their meditations and practices free of chasing after things that me and you chase after, which is not bad. The only problem is it brings us nowhere. It brings us nowhere, really, in the end. That's the problem. It's not good. It's not about you're bad, I'm bad, we go to hell because we do this. It's not about that. It's about it brings us nowhere. It's like that. So therefore, there are people who actually commit to meditation that develop their mind and make them wider and bigger, and their mind becomes better. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. Their mind becomes wider, their patience grows, their love grows, their ability to do things grow due to their meditational practices. Daily. Why? Meditation practices is a direct counter to habituation of the mind that's negative. A direct counter. Direct. And then supporting these meditation practices. Support is they do water offerings daily. Some 100, 200,000. Some do prostrations, 100, 200,000. Some do Vajrasattva's holy mantra to purify, Lord Vajrasattva. Some do the Guru Yoga Lama Tsongkhapa. Some even go one step higher because they really care for others. They take vows, they take refuge vows. They take refuge from their Lama, and they ask the Lama with offerings and sincerity, please give me refuge. You can only take refuge from someone who had the refuge vows to pass to you. I received the refuge vows from His Eminence, the great Serenade Cancer Rinpoche, Jesam Losang Tachin. And I received my refuge vows again from His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama in 1987, directly. It was just me and him and a few assistants and 2 other people, 3 people at a time together. So, that's why my ordination name is Tenzin Sopa. My reincarnated name is Tsem Rinpoche, every single line. But my ordination name means when I took my vows of ordination, I was given the name from my Lama, Tenzin Sopa. His Holiness' name is Tenzin Gyatso. So the tradition is you give half your name to your disciple. So he gave me half his name, Tenzin, and the other side is Sopa. Tenzin's holy Dharma, Sopa is with patience. So I received my name, my ordination, my refuge name from His Holiness himself, Tenzin Sopa. Before I was established as a reincarnation in Ganden, my name, everybody called me Tenzin Sopa. So like that. And then when I'm called that name, I'm reminded about my vows. So some people go one step further by holding vows. Why do you hold vows? You hold vows because by holding vows and swearing is something very profound. And something that has achieved what you're trying to achieve. It blesses your mind stream. That being who has achieved what you are trying to achieve can open your mind, inspire you, and give you the method and the teachings to lead you that way also. Hence, that's your Lama. The importance of a Lama. The Lama gives you the teachings, shows you the way, passes the oral transmission to you, is live in front of you to teach. The Yidams are what you tap into for attainments, and the Dharma protectors are there to remove obstacles during your practice in your lifetime. This is the quote directly from Ganden Rinpoche, Lumik Namgyel himself. So therefore, out of the 3, the Lama is the most important because at our level, the statues can't speak to us and we can't see the Buddhas directly. And reading gets us to a certain level because there are many questions. So therefore, there are beings who hold their vows. Not stealing, not killing, not lying. Patience, compassion, generosity. There are over 10 refuge vows. Root. 10 refuge vows. Then you of course have the monk vows. Then you have the bodhisattva vows. Then you have the tantra vows. The bodhisattva vows are 18 root vows, 46 auxiliary. The monk vows are 253. And the tantric vows are 14 root, and you have auxiliary. And a person who holds that and practices meditation and practices prayers and develops this type of mind, their energy change. Their being changes. Even the sweat from their body transforms. Definitely. So when you have someone who has held their vows, because why? You think of it yourself, even for yourself to hold your vow one day, not to get angry, how difficult is it to be? But for these people who practice Tantra, they hold vows of compassion that even when people hurt them and damage them, they still return their damage with kindness. I'm not very good at that, but I try to practice that. I've had people in the last few years say and do damaging things to me, but I still try to keep them near me and help them, give them a salary or give them whatever they need and keep them nearby and help. Whether that gains result or not, I have to try because I have that vow. Whether they receive it well or not, that's a different story. Why? My help should not be based on their result. Otherwise it becomes ego. I can be disappointed, but it doesn't mean I'll stop. That's one. So you have people who practice their sadhanas. They can do 6 to 7, 8 hours of meditation sadhanas, and in one day they can do thousands and thousands of a particular Idam's mantra. These Idam's mantras are very holy. Why? The mantra of the Idam contains the essence of that enlightened being. The whole essence. The essence of that enlightened being is contained in words. Because enlightened beings are not like us, they're very fluid. They can change the words, they can change the sounds, they can change the form, they can change the color, they can be non-tangible, they can be tangible, they can emanate in many places, they can appear simultaneously, many times, or as one. They can change their fluidity. They can become coarse, they can become subtle. Why? They're not hampered by karma anymore. Not at all. So therefore, these beings can manifest in the form of sound, such as it can manifest in the form of sound. So reciting is very good, but there are beings who not only recite it, conjoined with recitation. Conjoined with recitation. They also do the visualization every day. What visualization? The visualization to transform your mind. They conjoin it with visualization. They do recitation daily, committed. And that is coupled with holding their vows very pristine. So they hold their vows, their bodhisattva vows, their tantric vows, their refuge vows, and or monk vows, nun vows. That's not a given. They hold their vows very well. They do their practices as given to them by their Lamas, some for 30, 40, 50 years. And the meditations that they do combined with their tantric practices and their recitations also is put forth toward changing their whole perspective of not just simple things like you and me and relationships, but to a higher level, to change the whole reality of existence. The whole reality, where they don't arise as a normal being anymore. They arise in the form of a deity. So these beings who are very accomplished will have signs of their accomplishment. On a very, very ordinary level, these beings, they'll have accomplishments of what? Their mind is firm. They're always ready to help. They never get tired of benefiting others. In any way, it fits the audience. They don't make the audience fit them, they fit the audience. They are consistent in their generosity. They're consistent in their forgiveness. They're consistent in their effort. They're consistent in their goal of liberating, helping, and benefiting others without becoming a fanatic. They're consistent. And you can damage these people and you can hurt them. They can get hurt. But how they react back separates them from us. They're consistent in their compassion, meaning no matter how many times you disappoint them, really disappoint them, they will not get you back. And they will take you in again. No matter how many times you have lied to them, they will still help you in your time of need. No matter how many times you've made broken promises to them, these are things we can apply to. they still keep their promise to you. No matter how many times you have said nasty or negative things about them, or physically try to hurt them, when you're ready, they will accept your apology, with or without apology. They're ever ready to be there for you. How many people in the world are like that? That comes from many years of practice. There are these type of beings. On a course level, we can see that. Because there are not many people like that. Not many. You don't like me, I don't like you. You don't give me, I don't give you. You don't help me, I don't help you. It's very cutthroat. Everything is very, very cutthroat. Very cutthroat. Everywhere, everything. Almost to the point where even successful people, they get very disenchanted, disillusioned, and very depressed. Very depressed. Why? Everything is cutthroat. To get there is cutthroat. Everything you have to be alert and ready. Your mind always has, who's going to get me? Always, who's going to get me in the office, out there, who, when, what? Always your mind's like, and how, even you have money and cars and nice clothes and jewelry, and you can go on trips, even you have that, but your mind is like, always scared, always in fear. How do you, well, outside you drive up in a big car, you have a big house, you have designers make your clothes. It looks nice from the outside, but when you're alone with yourself, you cry and you're depressed. You want to hang yourself. That's for most people. So therefore, what's the solution? Take pills and kill yourself? No, definitely not. Go on a rampage with everybody you see? No, no, no. Cannot. Anger, blah, blah, blah. Like that with people? No. Yourself. What method? Just go to a religious discourse, just say, oh, be a good person, and that's religion. Just be a good person. That's good enough. That's what religion is. I don't need religion. Just be a good person. If it's so simple, then why aren't you a good person? It's not that simple. That's why you need to study religion. That's why we need religious practice. Yes, I agree, not only through religion you can develop to be a good person. You can be an atheist and be a good person too. Yes, I agree. But religion is one of the methods. We don't have to throw that out. We don't have to say, just because you're not interested in religion doesn't mean religion is not beneficial. No. No. And just because I'm in religion doesn't mean everybody has to be in religion. If they're not beneficial. No. There are many methods to make us a better person. But simply saying, oh, I'm a good person, or be a good person, that's religion. No. Why is that no? Why aren't you a good person? Words are cheap. Studying religion, one step at a time. Example, according to Lam Rim. One level at a time, with practice and with ability and blessing and support of the group, you will see transformation. When you transform, that is religion. When you transform, that is spiritual practice. Not hop into the center, show off your new ring, show off your new hairdo, show off your new... No, that's not religion. No. Come to the center, buy a few pearls in the back, stick the cetera. No, that's not religion. Come here, donate. Oh, here's a check for you poor little Dharma beggars. Here. That's not religion. What's religion? Religion is the result of your practice. Not practice. Listen carefully. Not practice. The result of your practice. Tolerance, patience, endurance, compassion. How is that manifested? Your Pontianic wife becomes a princess again. Your big mama's boy becomes a smaller mama's boy. The people at the office who's been trying to backstab you, you don't backstab them back, whatever lah. And you don't go, whatever lah. You actually look at them and think, oh, they will get their result. Who does bad and get away with it at the end? Who does? Nobody. 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 So that's religion. That's religious practice. Religious practice is the result that you have achieved from engaging in the practice. You can only engage in religious practice to transform your mind only if you listen to Dharma talks, study and read and meditate. Only. Why? If we don't meditate, we don't listen, we don't think about it, we don't think about it again, we will forget it. How many things in life have we forgotten? Because we have not thought about it again and again and again. So religious practice is the result of you engaging in Dharma practice. Religion, spiritualism is the result. So if you're still lazy, don't go to teachings and don't talk to people and try to pretend you're humble and cover behind that. Well, I'm not practicing very well, but I'm kind of lazy. Nasi Lama. No, some people even try to cover that by being humble. It's not humility, they're just covering for their big fat laziness. I can't make it to teachings because I'm at home and there's an important CNN on. I've got this position and I can't do it because I'm busy. They're lazy and they cover their laziness with humility. They can tell you that. Oh, I'm like this, I'm like that, I'm like that. All types of ways the ego tries to cover the mind. Why? It's very hard. Therefore, we need the support of the Sangha. We need the support of the center. We need the support of our Dharma teachers. We need the support of practice and meditation. We need that. Therefore, if we're a committee, if we belong to something, we're doing something for the center, we should be committed to it. We should show up, we should do it, we should be on time, we should be very happy to do it. Why? Not because we're a religious fanatic, but because we are committed to ourselves. And it's a way for us to fight ourselves. Very important. Think about it. I'm not telling you anything you intelligent people cannot think and say, oh yeah, that makes sense. I can say to you, hey, I had tea with Buddha. I had tea with Buddha and I was at the beach with Tara. And guess what? Zongtaba and me, we were trying on hats. That's not what I'm telling you. I mean, some of you might believe me. And if you do, you know what to do. Pass out the angbao. If you don't believe me, okay. But that one is maybe not here, not there, this way, don't know. But what I'm telling you now, you can believe me because you can think. Does anybody out there don't understand me? Raise your hand. See, nobody raised their hand. I know there's one or two out there like, someone. But then they don't raise their hand, they don't want to lose face, it's not ego, they don't want to lose face. So, what's my point? My point is, what's spiritual practice? Spiritual practice is results. Results. How can you go to a temple and church and come back more bitchy, more angersome, more conflictual with your brothers and sisters, more conflictual with your parents, more angry with your husband, more angry with your wife, more angry with your kids, more angry with your lover, more angry with the world? How can you be more and more and more angry? And then you say, oh, okay, I'm converting, I'm leaving, I'm going to another center, I'm going to another Dharma play, I'm going to another guru, I'm not going to... It's like what you've been doing in life. You're not happy, you just move. You're not happy, just move, just move, just move. Why? It's escape. It is escape. Escape from what? Escape from yourself. How do you escape from yourself when you change things? When you change places and not yourself, is temporarily your mind is distracted by something new. Temporarily, your mind is distracted by something new. Then, you get bored with it. And if you get into habit that I do this, I get bored, I leave, I do habit, I get bored, it's very bad. You know why? Then your boredom will not end, it will increase. You feed the habituation of boredom. So when the fun and party and the lights and all that is over, you're going to be sitting at home in your wheelchair crocheting by yourself. Then how? One day the party does end. One day. So before the party ends, don't think, well, when the party ends, then I'll take care of it then. If you can't take care of it now, how can you take care of it then? Doesn't make sense. So we have teachers so they can bring the Dharma alive to us, to share with us, and to give us examples and anecdotes. And if possible, as an example. I said if possible, so don't put that pressure on me. If possible. And then we have the Dharma to study why the Dharma is the actual method. You went to school, they give you books. That's why you're smart. You didn't go to school, they give you, I'll say rocks and boulders. You're like a caveman or a big drumstick or chicken eat every year. I mean, you went to school, they give you books too. Definitely. And then when you started your job, you didn't go into your job rich and fabulous and wonderful. It was a school of hard knocks. So why is it you can put your effort toward that and you can't put your effort toward that? Value. Knowing the value. Knowing the value. So therefore, there are people who actually hold their vows for many years. And you know how they're able to hold their vows? Let me tell you. Because they listen to the teachings and they compare their mind to it. And they understand what needs to be changed and what is to be increased. And they apply meditation from their study and they combat that mind. So when they combat their mind, their boredom, their ugliness, their unhappiness, their ugliness of the world, that they feel the world's ugly, their anger, all that decreases. When that decreases, they're able to hold their vow more. It's all connected. They're able to hold their vow. And when they hold their vow, those vows were given by Lord Buddha himself. They have blessing. You see, in Buddhism, we cannot pass things that are not directly from the Buddha. Cannot. So it must be from the Buddha's speech to his disciple, to the students. It must be. Then there's a lineage. Therefore, when the teacher teaches you or passes you a mantra or prayer or anything, we call that a lung. Lung is oral transmission. So when you receive it and you do practice, it's much faster. Why is that? Because when he passes you the oral transmission, he's your Lama now, so you should be loyal and devoted. And when you actually do the practice, it's likened to cultivating a plant. The seeds will grow. If you don't have the seed, how will the plant grow? You can't just go to a florist and say, I like this flower, go home and look at a pot of dirt and say, grow. You gotta get the seed and stick it in there, right? So where do you get it from? You get it from your all-time favorite spiritual gardener, Lama. The Lama gives you the seeds, you take it back and you put it in the pot of your mind. And how do you water it? You water it with meditation. Where do you get the water from? The Dharma talks and the books and the meditations and the books, the Dharma teachings, making water offerings, mandalas, dedication, loyalty. That is where you get the water from. That water is taken home and you pour it on the plant, on the seed, what you got from your Lama, and the earth is your mind. See, doesn't it match nicely? Wonderful. That's what happens when you attend a Dharma talk. You get knowledge. You don't go home as stupid. See, some of you are like, get me that tomato. You don't go home as, no, I'm just kidding. You don't go home being the wonderful Malaysians you all are. Or whatever country you come from. Some of you are some other weird European country like Switzerland, I don't know. Anyways, this isn't some weird little country with a lot of money and that's it. I'm going, oh no, I'm just kidding. So, I think I'll take Margaret to go there. To do what? No, I'm not going to go there, I'll stay here. I like it here. I like the sunflowers here. So, you receive the teachings from your Lama, he gives you the seed. I hate you, Lama. Why did you nice me, Lama? I want Lama like that. You ain't going to get no seeds, dear. Be patient. The Lama will train you up. The Lama is a qualified doctor. You don't go to the doctor and then you know he's a good doctor and say, have to explain to you, I know, and they're doing an operation. Oops! We can't do that as a Lama. We can't go oops. But trust me, I'm very tempted to go oops many times. You know, give a mantra to say, oh, what's holy, Avalokiteshvara's mantra? And then I give an art and I say, if I give it wrong, moo, 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 hey. And they'll believe it. They go home and go, moo, moo, moo. 10 years later, they've done 20 million mantras. They come back, they're like, hi, my name is Moo Moo. I would like to do that. But sometimes they often ask me for divination, what job they should get. And some of these people are telling you, A comes out good, B comes out bad. I want to say B. But I can't. Because if I do that, I can't be a Buddha. Then I have to stay here with the rest of you. See, I'm just like you. I'm stuck here just like you. I want to be a Buddha so I can get out of here. Some of you really are scary looking. If you ever go to the parking lot from here to your car, you know, the parking area, if you see Mr. Now, relax. He's a member. He's one of us. Don't worry. If you see Mr. Now, he's in the dark with a light, and he's like, he looks like a Japanese ninja flunky. Got some skills, you know. He's got the nunchuck. Be very careful. His name is Mr. Now. I'll let you find out who he is in the audience. He looks like a tomato right now. He's got a great wife. She's very emotional. Whenever you talk to her, you know, you're ugly. You're a Buddha. You want to come for Dharma talk? Are you happy? You have some money? Don't everybody turn around and look at her. Let me know who she is. I know, I'm so evil. And a lot of people are like, who's Mrs. Now? Who's Mr. Now? Now? Find out afterwards. One got hair, one don't. That's it. spiritual practice. So these people who engage in retreats, they hold their vows. They don't get, oops, I'm bored with my vows today and I think I'll go to Trengganu and have a great time on the beach and come back and take my vows again. They don't do that. And there are people like, oops, I don't have time because I'm too busy having boobly, so I don't have time to do my Dharma practice and my sadhana. They're not people like that. They're not people who take Dharma like a buffet, as and when they like, but it's a spiritual practice. And these people have power. These people, where they live, what they wear, what they touch, what they visualize has a lot of power. Why? From years and years and years of contacting the Buddhas. And some of these beings have become one with the Buddhas. One meaning what? In their visualization, they see the lights come and then the Buddha is in their mind talking to them. How are you today? I'm fine. I'm alright. Can I talk to you? What's your name? My name is Tara. What's your name? My name is Tara too. How are you? No, there are people who visualize lights and the Buddhas enter and then the Buddhas talk to them, you know? Like, hi, and then they email me, they write, and they tell the people, guess what the Buddha said today? What? Fly kite. Oh, you tell the Buddha fly kite. No, the Buddha told me fly kite. No, the Buddha told me to tell you fly kite. Thank you. No, we're not talking about these lights of the Buddha. Spiritual ventriloquism. No, the Dalai Lama doesn't run around the world telling people, I talk to Avalokiteshvara Kuan every day. He probably does. I'm sure there are people out there who can see deities and see things and all that. I believe it. I'm not saying you have to be spiritually attained to see it. There are people whose merits go down. They see a Hamtu, you don't run and say, hey, I'm a Dalai Lama. Chinese believe your merits down, you see Hamtu. So if you see Hamtu every day, what do you think? Collect merits. That's right, collect merits. And then the Hamtus actually enter your dreams and talk to you. How are you? A, get help. B, don't advertise because they're going to tell you to get help. C, you're going to see yourself losing friends. I don't see anything. I don't dream anything. I don't hear anything. People tell me this, I do divination, okay, whatever. Because I'm not interested in that. I'm not denying it exists. I'm not denying people can do it. I'm saying that, what's the point? You do it, you don't do it, you have to check what's the result of seeing or talking to deities. How is your mind changing? And if your mind changes, is it for the moment because you're on a high? Because your auntie dropped dead, you got an inheritance? So they're like, oh, congratulations, thank you. What is it really, you think? And the next day you go back to yourself, I'm bored, I'm depressed, I hate my husband, I hate my kids, oh God. You know, then you're not talking to deities because your mood swings. And if that's the result of talking to deities, maybe you ought to stop talking to your friends. I'm not saying they don't exist, they do exist, but be careful. Be careful, don't open the doors for them. Once you open the doors are wide open, all kinds of weirdos come in, all times, let me tell you. That's right. So, what happens is, these people, in their meditations, they generate compassion. They're using their corporeal body, made up of the 4 elements, earth, air, water, and fire. They're using these elements. But it's not these elements. It's not these elements that make the items holy. It is what these elements contain. They contain the mind. The mind that has developed to that level. And therefore that mind can affect that body. Therefore that body can affect the environment around them. And therefore it makes it holy. So therefore a living holy Buddha has existed in this world. And whether people accept him or not, everybody calls him Buddha. And there's a place where he was born, where he became enlightened, where he gave the first Dharma talk, and where he passed into parinirvana. Those 4 places are considered very, very holy. Why? They were where the Buddha manifested. Why are they holy? They're holy because when we realize their significance and by the power of the object itself, a Buddha, when we go there, how do these holy items affect us? Now let me tell you. They affect us Because we in our mind have many types of karmas stored away. Many types of imprints and dispositions from this life and previous lives stored away in our mind. And we need an environmental condition to open them up. So therefore, let's say in one of our previous lives we made charity to the monks. Maybe we were a very good pastor and we really helped people. Or maybe we really served the nuns. Or maybe we built temples. Or maybe we did practice ourselves. Maybe we held some vows. Maybe we were monks and nuns. Or maybe in our previous life we were great charitable people who did charity. Maybe in our previous life we practiced ahimsa. Maybe we were a Jain in our previous life. We didn't harm anyone. And so those actions that we've done are gone, but the results is in our mind. It's dormant. So those results, those results are called karmic dispositions, or simply dispositions, chak in Tibetan. So those dispositions are in our mind, active. And they're not from one lifetime. They're from hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of lifetimes. How strong we have done in every single life is how strong those imprints will be. Example, if every single life you did meditation for the last 10, 15, 20 lives, then in this life, meditation and the strive for Dharma and compassion and those qualities will be very strong in you. Why? Because the disposition is there. So therefore, when you come across a Lama, when you come across a teacher, when you come across the Dharma text, when you come across something holy, like where Buddha was born, it activates that disposition. When that disposition is activated, and then you realize there's more in life than just what I'm doing, and I want to develop higher qualities, that's a blessing. Be clear. That is a blessing. That is what a blessing is. A blessing is when something opens your disposition and influences you to the positive way. That is a blessing. Therefore, all people of all religions go and get a blessing. I lived in India for many years and I love it. I didn't want to leave, but I had to teach. And every Indian will go to any temple or mosque or whatever. They're very, very, very communal. And they will go to the temple immediately, they touch the door and go like this and bring it to them. Some will bring it like this, like this, like this. Meaning, touching that holy place and bringing it to their heart, bringing it to their mind, blessing their body. All Indians will do that in India. They go to whatever religion they are, where even Muslims and Sikhs and Jains all come to Gandhi Monastery, because Gandhi Monastery is a big tourist place in South India. They all come and they're so beautiful because they all come to Gandhi Monastery. At the doorway, they go like this. Goodness is one. And that I learned that from there. It's beautiful. So my point is what is the same thing. Is these dispositions are planted in us. That's what the Buddha says. We have the Buddha potential. We have the Buddha in us. Buddha in us doesn't mean a Buddha. It means the potential to be a Buddha. So therefore, since we have this potential, we need to open it up. How much we practice and how quick we get the result is dependent on effort and also how much imprints we have in previous lives. That is also not to say that if my previous life was in a monk, we should feel disappointed, or a nun. No, in this life we can plant more seeds, more dispositions also. So when we go to a holy place, like Bodh Gaya, or we meet a holy Lama like His Holiness Trijang Rinpoche, or we go to a holy center and we see holy statues that's been consecrated, or we have holy malas, or we touch some holy items. Those holy items, when we see, touch, feel, or perceive, and then we show respect, will be a catalyst for these imprints or dispositions to open. And therefore, holy items are very treasured in the Buddhist world. So therefore, holy items, like the Buddha's relics, like in the Rangoon temples, they have 400, 200, 300 carat diamonds, a whole bunch of diamonds that they decorate. I don't know the exact amount. They offer gold and stupas. That's why we offer gold onto the statues and precious items. And so, not only is the Buddha's relics holy, definitely is holy, but there are other Buddhas. Example, Lama Tsongkhapa. Example, Guru Rinpoche. Example, the Dalai Lama's incarnations, every one of their lives. The Panchen Lamas, the Trijang Lamas. the Song Lamas. Example, places where the Sangha has resided for hundreds of years, like Ganden Monastery, where the Sangha, one generation after another generation, after another generation, after another generation, meditated, lived, practiced, studied, debated, retreated there. That's why we go to Ganden Monastery. That's why we go to a center, that's why we go to a temple. Because in the center and temple, yes, there are naughty people, yes, there are good people, but basically we all come to pray. The prayer has power and it blesses the place. So when we come to the center, or we're involved in the center, or we do work for the center, or we're a committee for the center, our commitment to that development of mind will reflect in how active we are, according to our commitment, what we committed. And that is a direct method to cut our laziness. Direct. So instead of complaining, oh, I'm lazy, I'm lazy, I'm lazy, I'm lazy, I'm lazy, do something about it. Why you have the chance. Why you have the chance. That's why we're involved. So therefore, holy items can be Buddha's relics, Lama Tsongkhapa's relics, clothes from high lamas like Lama Tsongkhapa, Trijang, whatever. Malas, their personal hair, even their shoes, even their shirts. In the Buddhist countries, these items are highly, highly prized. And there are special pills, we call them sangha or mani pills. They're made of special herbs and ingredients given to meditation masters who stay in retreat for 10, 15, 20 years. And all they do is thousands and thousands of mantras, hold their vows, do meditation, transform their mind, and when you're in their presence, you feel a difference. And these beings, when they have these precious pills, they blow on it. With what's the point? What's the importance here? Is they blow on it with a pure beneficent mind, to benefit an altruistic mind. Whoever touches, hears, sees, tastes, and associates with these pills, may they gain the qualities of a Buddha. And then when you take those pills, when you keep it, they're miraculous. Some increase in growth. I've received those pills from His Holiness. I was very lucky. They're called mani pills. And if you go to Kichara Paradise, our outlet, you will see the pills in a container multiply. You take a look. They will multiply. Even if I give you 1 or 2 pills, you keep it in a clean container, you keep it on the altar, you pray, they will multiply. Why would they multiply? By the power of the mantra, by the power of the person who blew on it, and their altruistic motivation. It is another way for them to manifest blessings to you. Manifest blessings. So therefore, if they blow on the pill, it has that kind of blessings. Imagine if they blow on their mala. Imagine if they blow on their mala. Imagine some meditation master who's been holding the mala for 20 years. Mr. Ngao's licking his lips. Imagine. They've been holding the mala for 20 years and they use it every day for their meditations. And it may be very simple. It may not be shiny and pearly like yours. And every day they do the mantras and their body is holy. Do you know why their body is holy? Let me tell you why. Because their mind has developed altruism. So the mind affects the body. The body, whatever it touches, will affect the item. Because their mind has developed altruism. Real altruism. We're nice people, but we're not altruistic yet. We see a little old lady walking across the street. If we didn't win the 4D to get our money, we could help her. Definitely. So if it's, the 4D place is closing, like go get our check, get our money, and it's going to close, I'll never mind, I'll run over, I'll pray for her next life. But if we don't have to collect our 4D check and she needs help, sure we go and help. We're nice people. We're not altruistic. That's right. So these people are abound in the monasteries. They are plentiful in the monasteries. Why? What do you think a monastery is? A monastery is a place where people didn't run away. My business failed, I'm going to go be a monk. In Tibet, you don't hear things like that. Here, it's a given. If you fail, you can't get a girlfriend because you're too ugly or something, then you go become a monk. No choice what. Or something's wrong, something didn't grow, you're locked down, I'll be a monk, 1-2 years, come on, get married, lah. That's not why you become a monk. If you become a monk for that reason, you're not a monk. your vows are not good, and you don't get any blessings. Nothing happens. You're just a person looking for a place for free lunch. Yeah, really think about it. Who says I'm going to be a monk because my luck is down? You want to be a monk because you realize what's going on is not really what's going on, and you want to really go full force into improving yourself out of altruism for others. So you hold the vows and you reside in a place that not only one person hold the vows, thousands. And not for one generation, hundreds of years of generations. And this place containing the Sangha holding vows, doing practices and meditation and debate and retreat. And they engage in Dharma practice. Even them writing letters is Dharma practice. They're writing on behalf of the Sangha. Even them cooking and cutting potatoes in the kitchen is Dharma practice. More than you can do while you're cooking for the Sangha. Very powerful and holy. So if you work for this institution, such as Ganden, if you do a website, if you do work, if you go fundraise, if you go and help, if you go and maintain a center, if you're a committee for this kind of institution, why don't you think you can collect merit? You're serving a place where you are increasing Dharma. So if you're lazy on your work, you're lazy on committee, you're lazy on fundraising, you feel you're disappointed, or people made you angry, you don't want to do it, it's not about you and people, it's about the Sangha. And these Sanghas, within the Sangha, there are many levels. They're at the bottom of the barrel, and then there's the top of the barrel. Yes, I'm not trying to tell you I'm holy. I know how to teach Dharma, doesn't mean I'm holy. But there's the top of the barrel. And so these people are meditating. You know, when they meditate, they're not like us. Well, what should I have for lunch? Nasi Lamas. KFC. Oh no, I'm Buddhist, I'm vegetarian today. Let me see. I ate my mother-in-law. I ate Chinese New Year's. I got Ramen Book Volume 2 and 3, but I've got to get 1. Oh, the center, well, I like Mr. A, but Mr. B gets me nervous. That tired Rinpoche keeps telling me about a bigger statue. Mine's too small, but I can't afford it. Silver bowls, forget it. How should I buy silver bottom and a silver ring? Okay, I'm finishing meditation. That's what you mean. That's our meditation. And then you know, when we recite mantras, all of us reciting mantras, we're really holy. That's right, we're really holy when we recite mantras like, something's going too fast. And then someone walks in, Rinpoche walks in. Rinpoche's not around. And then after we finish our mantras, all very holy. Very holy. Very, very holy. I mean, I'm not making fun of anybody. What am I trying to tell you about you and me? That's how much we do in Dharma practice, and that's why we don't get it. You're not bad. I'm not bad. It's so hard. It is so hard. I'm not kidding. It is very, very hard. Whoever says it's easy, tell them to come here. I give them a slap. It's hard. It's hard for me. It's hard for you. It's hard for everybody. It's hard. Being on everybody, 1.2 billion people's altars, Buddha Shakyamuni, he had to work for that, let me tell you. There's 1.2 billion Buddhists or something in the world, right? He's on 1.2 billion altars, tables, rooms, houses. But that's not including weird interior designers who just put in the decoration. Alright, he's in 1.2 billion houses. What do you think he did to get there? Do you think he laid around like us, thinking about Nasi Lama when he's meditating? Oh, Nasi Lama, Nasi Lama, Nasi Lama. No, he worked for it. He worked for it. I'm telling you, he hustled. With the hustle, while you guys was hanging out at the beach, ogling women, man, and he was working, meditating. That's right, you think about that. That's why he's on everybody's altar. That's why you and me are not on anybody's altar. if you are on people's altar, they make very ugly statues of you that you look like Schwarzenegger. But you don't want to hurt those people's feelings. They say, do you like the statue? Does it look like you? And you're going, oh, I love it, thank you. Can I put it on the altar? If you got good merits, they make nice statues of you. If you don't, they make scary statues of you. Okay, whatever. Who cares? If it makes people happy, happy. So, what happens? I know some people go up to the statue and go, is that Tsem Rinpoche? Oh, I hate them. So, I mean, look at that. Doesn't look like me at all. I look better. Okay, so, and then sometimes they put the candle too close to you, so when they burn the statue, you're like, apple. Like some voodoo doll. Okay, so these people, they do retreats. They hold their vows. From doing retreats, they have transformed their minds. From holding their vows, they have generated the merits to transform their mind. From having guru devotion and clean samaya, they have created the avenue for them to receive more teachings, to be close to the Lama, be close to their teachers, so they can get more and more teachings to guide them along the way. Can we do that here? If we can't, the second method is to serve the Sangha. VIA, the center. VIA, the center activities. VIA, all the activities the center has to serve the Sangha. Because remember something, when Tsem Rinpoche drops dead, they're not going to bury me in here and then wall it up with all my treasures. They're going to dump me in some little tired potato sack and just throw it in the river. No wood. What am I going to do with all this? This place is an object and a place to use to collect merit. You say it's so selfish. Yes, a good selfish. Collect merit for what? To gain the merit so that when you do your practice, you can grow. This place is an object to collect merit. If you see it as a place to make work, as a place that, oh no, I don't want to, or as a commitment, you're sadly mistaken. It's not a place for that. It's a place for you to collect merit. And hence, our center is under the bannership of Bandhin Monastery, which most of you have been to. The bannership of 3,000 monks. We are their satellite. Anything you do, you come in clean, you're cleaning for the monks. Why? We represent them. You raise funds. Who cares if the fundraisers and your people in the committee are nice or not nice? Who cares? It's about yourself, collecting merit. And then if you're on the committee, if you're doing work, you should be there, you should be enthusiastic. Why? Is that the message you want to send to people? I don't respect the Sangha. I don't think much about the Sangha. I don't think about my commitments. My Guru Samaya is not too good, whatever. Is that the message you want to send? No. I don't think so. That's not the message you want to send yourself. That's not the message you want to send yourself. So, these beings, Lord Buddha, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, His Holiness Ganden Rinpoche, Trijang Rinpoche, Song Rinpoche, all these great lamas, many, there are many, I'm just mentioning a few, many, hundreds, when they've held their vows and they've done their practice and they develop this altruistic mind, this mind affects the whole environment. With this altruistic mind, even if a spirit or a demon manifests in front, directly or indirectly through an oracle, through a person, they will kowtow to this person who has altruistic mind. They will kowtow. Why? Those spirits have clairvoyance, evil and good and bad. And they will be able to see this person has great compassion, and this person has no wish to harm them in any way. And when the spirit, evil and good, feel that, they become subjugated. So therefore, these kind of people can even talk to spirits. Go away. Don't disturb people. Don't do that. Don't hurt. They don't even need big rituals. If they need to do rituals for spirits to get them away from you because they're disturbing you, it's not that they don't have power, it's that they're generating merit for you. So these type of people, even when they just talk to the spirit, talk to the interfering beings, don't disturb a conversation. They will listen. You know why they will listen? Not because this person has powers and magic and throw the vajra and make and rainbow colors come out and strike them down. No. It's because they can feel the compassion of this person. And it's very rare for them to come across a person who has only love for them. And they don't feel that because they're lonely. And spirits are sad. And and they're depressed, and they're scared, and they're always hungry, and they're attached to things that happened to them before, and they can't get away from it. So one person who doesn't scare them, read the Quran at them, throw things at them, get a monk and scream mantras at them, someone who talks to them and has love, they will obey. And that's how high lamas control spirits and deities and demons very easily. They don't, and some high lamas don't have magic powers. They don't have clairvoyance. They can't read the future. They can't control the weather. But what they have is they have great compassion and altruism. And just their presence will settle the environment. Why? Everyone, even an animal, can feel love. Everyone need love. So therefore, that's the best way to subdue spirits, animals, and people. That's the best way. How to develop that? By listening to the Dharma. How to develop that? By applying it, by making efforts, one step at a time, by doing Dharma work for the center, by doing Dharma work for the Sangha, by doing Dharma work to collect the merits to support your knowledge so that when you meditate, you get the result. It's interconnected. So there are these beings there. They're not the only beings. Not only in Ganden Monastery you have holy beings. Holy beings manifest all over. Like the Saint Francis of Assisi in Italy, definitely he's holy. You know why he's holy? Not because of the prayers and what religion, because he has generated altruism. If we go to Mother Teresa's abode and we go to her place where she meditated and prayed to God, we'll be very affected. It has blessings. Do you know why? Because her mind is still there. What's the mind? Altruism, something that moves us. Every religion, everyone can develop. You just choose your method. You choose your lineage, you choose your school, you choose your Lama, you choose your sect. So my sect, my system is Gelupa, you follow Gelupa, but well, without scorning others. If your center is Kachara House, you follow Kachara House without putting other centers down. Never, never, never. Why never? It's impossible for us to rescue everyone. We should rejoice. Very, very important. Very important to think like that. More broad, because that's the correct way to think. So therefore, these beings are very kind. And their kindness and their altruism is there. So when we touch these items, when we have these items, or we worship these items, or we make offerings to these items, they open up seeds in us. If our seeds are very small and teeny, because we didn't do much in previous lives, then we will have to do more offerings, we'll have to do more prayers to develop it. And if we have very strong seeds from previous lives, upon sight of a Lama, upon sight of a holy object, upon sight of a Buddha, upon sight, it will open something we want to pursue. And no one can take us off. Why? It depends on how strong your seeds are from your previous life. Therefore, in Rinpoche's real Rinpoche's, high Rinpoche's, in Tibet, not me, high ones, real ones, they're highly valued because in many lifetimes they practice. And the seed is very strong. So the minute they come as a child, they immediately go for Dharma. They immediately practice against all odds. And they're highly valued and respected in Tibetan society. Why? Because they've proven for time and time again their mind and how they pursue the Dharma very strongly. Therefore, to criticize the Rinpoche, especially an ordinary person, criticize this type of Rinpoche, not a fake one, this type of person, this ordinary person, is a demerit. Why? You're criticizing altruism. So some say, this Rinpoche's not good, that's not good. How do you know? Are you at that level? They said so, he said so, that's it. People say a lot of things. It's very, very demeritorious. If you can worship a Rinpoche, a Lama, a High Lama, and you can kowtow, make offerings and collect merit, and make affinity, if you say negative things, why can't you make negative merit? Very logical. Why only one way? When you do good things, you collect merit. When you do bad things, neutral what? No, cannot be. So if you criticize other Lamas, other traditions, other centers, because in other centers there might be bad people. Sorry. There may be naughty people, but there are also good people. So when you criticize a center, you're criticizing even the good people. So the demerit is very strong. So that's why we follow our center, we follow our tradition, we're very firm and loyal. We have to be loyal to what we're doing. In life, whatever we did, loyalty won the day. Loyalty won the day. So if we're very loyal to our practice, our Lama, and our center, we do it very well, without criticism, without this, I'm better than everybody, that's what we're practicing. Cannot be. You think in Tibet they only created one qualified spiritual teacher? No la. No la. How can Tibet only produce one center or one tradition or one teacher that's the best, everybody else is wrong? We're God. No, impossible. So if you criticize such a being who has developed that type of meditation, it's very, very bad. And then if you criticize the center, oh, this center is not good, come here. That one's not good, go there. Very bad. Why? Because then everybody in that center, even the statues and holy images, you're criticizing. Well, that center is bad. What do you mean? I said, what? The center is what? The pillars? The flowers? What's the center? Are you even criticizing the thrones and the lamas who went there? Cannot respect and keep quiet. If they say something negative about your center, that's all. You know their level already. If you try to talk and explain, they listen, fine. If they don't, just leave it. Why? This harmony doesn't help Dharma practice. Does not help. That's why I'm against all that. That's why I support all Dharma centers. Many Dharma centers in KL, I have donated statues, and I donated altars, brocades, money, jewels, pearls, many things to them I've donated. Many, many things. I've done it quietly over the years. Why? I support all. I support all, and I will always remain that way. Why? If I don't, it's not worth it to destroy my practice. I will die alone. I will take the demerits with me. I don't want to. I can sit here on the throne and say, oh, I'm a Rinpoche, I can do what I want. I can't do what I want. The Buddha didn't make an exception for me. No one's exception. I'm not a Buddha. So therefore, we have holy beings that reside in places that we can go for pilgrimage. And how do they bless us? Their altruistic mind that's been developed, holding their commitments, practicing, holding their vows, and not only holding their vows, not only holding, but they have the result of their vows. A concentrated mind, ethics. They only think about benefiting others. And some of these beings come back again and again, life after life. Why not? We all came back. You all are reincarnations. We all had previous lives. It's just what we did in our previous lives that marks us differently. So therefore, these holy items are holy because they contain many years of holding vows, which will bless us to hold our vows. Many years of mantras, which when we touch, wear, or associated with, or donate, or help. Donate means what? We give to someone or whatever. It will help and protect that person. And they also can serve as amulets. Why? Beads or these items can contains the altruistic mind of that meditation master. So therefore, when the spirit or the obstacle comes and sees that bead, they'll immediately calm down. Not because the master has emanated as Yamataka and they're scaring them away, because they have clairvoyance. They'll look at the bead will remind them of who has been owning that bead and using it. They'll calm down immediately. Example, if we're very angry, if you do this, your mother's going to be very disappointed. We calm down. Because we respect and love our mother so much. We wouldn't want to hurt her. We would not. Similarly, if we can have this kind of feeling for our mother, why can't we have it for a high spiritual master from a spirit? So a spirit may not see the spiritual master directly, but may see his remnants or his relic or his item or his meditational objects. When they see these objects, it immediately reminds them. And you say, how do they know? They have clairvoyance. They will immediately see who and what these are associated with, and they leave you alone. They're very powerful. And when these objects touch you and they bless you, and they bless you and help you, why? Having association with them opens up your disposition. So we've been very lucky. So places, clothes, beads, rooms, statues associated with certain lamas, very, very holy. Especially old statues from lamas who've been worshipping it for many years. Say, what's the difference between my Buddha statue and their Buddha statue? The difference is the prayers you've made towards the statues. The type of prayers. Very different. One prays money, 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 money. One prays altruism, compassion, benefit. So of course, how we pray also affects the objects around us. Makes a very big difference. That's why I say in the temple, in front of the images, we shouldn't say dirty words. Very bad. Very bad. We shouldn't act nasty. We shouldn't fight. We should dress properly. Why? It's not that they'll be offended. It's to create awareness in our mind. So, we have some very holy objects that I want to share with all of you. One more, that's enough. What's that? This one? You're right on. Yes. Okay, everybody have a seat. If we were to obtain holy items from highly attained masters or great monks, we have to state the purpose. So that means we don't say, hey, can I have your mala? And then we take it back and we sell it on the streets, basa mala, $1,000 a piece. Then that's not, they still have blessings and power, but that's not being very honest. And at least with spiritualism, we should be very honest. We should be very honest. So therefore, we have received holy items from 5 attained masters. His eminence Ken Rinpoche. Ken stands for precious abbot. Ken is abbot, Kempo. Rinpoche's precious abbot from himself. And also we have precious items from the great meditation master, Yeshe of Tsem Monastery, Ganden. Incredible. This master right now is very sought after for divinations, and he gives a special type of pill to the people there that heals. It's called Sama, and I've obtained some from him also. He's already in his 70s. And this master, already when I first came to the monastery, I was just a little kid running around, a teenager running around. It was already reputed that he has a smell that comes from his body that's very pleasant, not from things he's applied, because he's held his vows very well. He's reputed to have held his monk vows for the last 60 years without any infraction. You think about that. When you come in, and a lot of us have met him. The ones who went with me to Ganden, he gave you Manjushri statues, if you remember. He's very sought after as a meditation master. And on top of that, we have received from another great meditation master, Khyentse Kunju Tserim Rinpoche, who's been teaching, leading, guiding, meditating, retreating, and he has traveled all over the world giving initiations and going on tours for the monastery to raise funds for many, many years. Khyentse Kunju Tserim Rinpoche. So, from His Holiness Kyabje Sangren Rinpoche, he has offered us his own upper shirt. That is incredible. This is the shirt of Kyabje Sangren Rinpoche himself that he wears. It's incredible. This is from Kyabje Sangren Rinpoche. So afterwards, I'll put it there for all of you. Before you leave, please make 3 prostrations to these holy objects. Alright? What I'm going to do with these objects, and I've already told them, is A, we can cut them up into small pieces and put them into statues or put them into protection. Or B, what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise funds. So I'm going to frame this very beautifully, and I'm going to put them out for donations. And how and for what purpose, I'll let people know later. I've already asked your permission. And what else do holy monks have to offer to raise funds except holy objects? I have their permission. You say, why is it about funds? How other ways can we attract funds? When you come here, you give a donation, what do I give you? Family planning brochure? Of course I gotta give you something holy. What else? It's logical. This is Kyabje Sangren Rinpoche himself. And our people went to Ganden, came back with this. Of course, with me behind SMSing them all day, did you get it? And very holy. And there's a picture of Kyabje Sangren Rinpoche in case any of you have just dropped off on this planet and the moon today. His incarnation's been coming back again and again and again, many lifetimes. Many, many lifetimes. His previous lifetime, the first person to recognize me. And also, His Holiness Kyabje Sangren Rinpoche has offered us his own meditation model, this young one. So what I'm going to do is snip, snip, and sell, sell, donation, donation, center, grow, grow. Center, grow, grow, more people come, more help for Ganden, more people get Dharma, Dharma. Nothing wrong. But right now, I'll be making spiritual love with this for a few days. This is spiritual love, not your type of love. Okay, this is Kyabje Sangren Rinpoche. Then, from the young Rinpoche, Golden Rinpoche here, no picture up. Okay. Golden Rinpoche, he also has offered us 2 upper robes that he has worn for many years, which again will be framed up. Can you imagine a very intelligent, wonderful person who wants to put something holy in their house that's decorational? I mean, you have strange families who come and say, what's that Buddha statue? They look at this, oh, Tibetan monk, rope-la, and eek. Everybody happy one. And also it's a blessing object, you make prostrations to it, yes. Look at that. That's right, children. 2. And then Golden Rinpoche has also offered us his own Dharma book that he has used for many, many years. So this will be auctioned off, not a page at a time, the whole book. Why? On our personal altars, we need to put 1 Dharma book, don't we? Everybody's like, when's the auction? There it is. Very kind. And can we sit a little closer so you know? On our lights here. And then, hey, where's the abbey? Ah, here, okay. This is from Khyentse Kunju Tsering Rinpoche, a very eminent Lama. And I'm just putting this for now. I'll display it very well. We'll do write-ups on it. We'll put everything out. We'll encase it and all that stuff. This is from Khyentse Kunju Tsering Rinpoche, his own personal Dharma robes that he's worn for many years. He's now in his 70s. Great initiation master, right? And most of you have met him already. He's very kindly offered 2 robes with his prayers and aspirations. And on top of that, for the last 6 years, he's used this mala. The previous mala was given away also. For the last 6 years, Khyentse Kunju Tsering Rinpoche has used this mala. Can you find it? It even smells like altruism. Imagine one of you lucky, silly people drowning in samsara, plagued by spirits, filled with anger, and so lowly and dirty you can get one of these. And then, maybe put some gold on it or whatever, and then just think. So the next time you're going to your parking lot and meow, Mr. Meow. I just want to let you all know one small little detail. It's mine. That's right. There you go. Don't get it mixed up. You know what I think? I'll keep this my robe and then you buy. Why no blessing on? Why nothing on? Yeah, you guys won't know what. I just wear my robe and run around up and down, keep it down for a while, get all sweaty, put it there like. Thank goodness. Oh, and Bukit Bandhan, you get a lot of blessings. Okay, this one is incredible because this is the Dharma text of this great master, Geshe Yeshe, which I told you about, fabulous, in his 70s. He offered his own Dharma text to us. I won't even open it. It's so, okay, I'll open it so you guys can drool. Imagine this on your altar as an object of worship. It's gonna cost ya! I got bills to pay, you know? That's right. And it's not one, it's a group of texts. Look at that he's been using for years. That's right, look. Look at that, it's a group. There's a few here, it's not just one. Look at that he's been using. Here's his sadhanas, his personal meditational sadhanas. Look at that it's, with respect, it's dirty from his hands touching it for many years and doing prayers. Look at that. Imagine this in a case on your altar. This is what this great master donates us. I feel very touched. Look at that. Look at that. Years and years. This one's made of special Tibetan paper, rice paper. Very light, very strong, and the ink never goes off for hundreds of years. This is from Geshe Yeshe. This is how much they support our works. This is how much we have the blessing and support of the Ganden, Sangha, and High Lamas. Because what we're doing here in the center is correct. Our lineage is correct. Our practice is correct. We won't give the support. Do you think they'll support things that are making Ganden's name black? No. All jokes aside. Okay? So I've got this, and I've got this holy, look, he is so kind. This is the holy Geshe who's been holding his vows for over 60 years. He gave me 3 pieces. And he also gave me his own personal ceremonial robe that he's worn for many years for pujas. Look at that. Ceremonial. From Geshe Yeshe. This is how much they support us. Nampon Kanin Shanse, Janse and Shanse. From our hard work, look what we get. And Geshe Yeshe has used this model for 20 years. 20 years. And you know, he told our group that he's done many Yamataka retreats on this, many White Tar retreats on this, and many Benden Homo retreats on this. 20 years. He had to put it away, he took it out especially. This is, I'm not hyping it up, but I'm going to. This is beyond measure. Imagine. Because they know I'm fundraising for extension here. They know that. And they know how much I support the monastery. On top of that, they know I'm fundraising here for building a retreat center in this country so that we all have a place to go retreat. Cool and nice. They have given us their support. This is incredible. Alright? We have it all on picture and all that stuff. Our group just came back with this. Last but not least is the Grand Abbot of Ganden. This is the head of all the Lamas, the Grand Abbot of Ganden. His Eminence Kenrinchi. His Eminence Kenrinchi has given us his personal sadhana book. This contains Yamataka, Vajragini, Sitamari, Tara, Benden Homo. All sadhanas that we do every day is contained in this that he's used for many years. And he's offered me, it's not for you, his personal ceremonial robe. This is a gift to me. This is to be worn through his ceremonies. In Tibetan tradition, it's like saying passing a lineage to you or passing a teaching or saying you're qualified to teach. When Jetson Papa was about to pass away, he passed his robes to Geshe Rinpoche. So this was given to me by the abbot of my monastery, Rinpoche himself. I'm shocked because it's not a normal one. This is a ceremonial one made of brocade. Very old, antique already. He offered this to me and he told me to continue teaching the Dharma and don't stop. Look at that. Okay? And this is for my boss, the abbot of the monastery. So I know what I'm doing is right. If my boss is, because if I'm doing anything wrong here, the right that I say, I'm under their authority. It's like the Vatican. I'm under their authority. I can't do anything strange, funny. So whatever people want to say out there, other centers, other people, other weirdos, whatever they want to say, oh, he's not right, he's practicing this, he's doing this wrong, he's doing that wrong. Give him a kiss and say, thank you for giving me more patience, practice patience. Every time they say, oh, Tenrenchi practices demons. Why? You know why you should do that? Why should you get angry? Why should you explain if they don't understand? Oh, Hichara House doesn't practice pure teachings. If you're in a good mood, just let it go. You know why? Whatever you do is, there are people, Buddha came to this world, there are people who don't like the Buddha. So what? If people don't like the Buddha, who's Tenrenchi? You know, just a dust under his shoe if I'm lucky. A speck, nothing. I have the blessings of my abbot. I have the blessings of my monastery. And I have the permission of my monastery to continue. And they want to visit vacation. So I'm going to fundraise. So all of us are wearing ringgits on us. Ringgit shirts, ringgit pants, ringgit jackets, ringgit shawls. That's right. I'm not wearing no $10, $1. It's going to be $100 ringgit bills. I'm going to be wearing it when you fundraise. Why? Because we need to make the center larger. We're not fitting. We have a lot of people joining us. We need to pay their salaries because they have commitments. Very badly, I need more people. Employee fund. Very much. And I want that retreat center. I want a Kichara House retreat center somewhere nearby, not too far, so we don't have to drive 3 hours away. Thank you very much. We go there, we need a retreat, and drive back, we need another retreat. Somewhere nearby so we can retreat. That's right. And we go there, we have rooms for people to go in and do meditations for weekends, weeks, months, up to that. We'll have a big prayer hall with a huge songkapa because it's getting a little crowded and he's growing because you guys feed him a lot. And we need, if we can, an old place, old people's home. Somewhere cooling and nice nearby. I would like Genting. That's my wish. There's a lot of land there. All things are possible in good time, as long as we have the blessing of the sun. So they have offered all this to us. Our lineage is pure. Our practice is that of Bandin. There is no mistakes. And if any lay people or any strange people want to say it's not right, not this, not that, come and debate. Don't whisper behind like sewer rats. Oh, sorry. We are on the right path. We are doing the right practice. And we are fine. Do you know how I know that? Not because I'm competent. I know that because I have the approval of my bosses. Elite high Lamas. And that's all I need. Simple as that. So like I said, anybody want to say anything from today on? Just remember that.
What do you know, Rinpoche not really practicing, you know, Rinpoche said that you're not very good, you know, be careful. Lama don't like them, Rinpoche. Rinpoche prays to demons and spirits and evil, nasty things. How do you know? My friend told me. Rinpoche only want money.
That when you say, that's true. But not for me. You say, yeah, that's true, he wants money. That's no, sister. If they're auntie, you say, oh, yeah, how many years left? Give me the money now. If they're young, you say, oh, yeah, give me the money, you got time to make more. Give me, we gotta build the temple. We gotta build that place across the street. That's right. What do they say?
Oh, temple, Rinpoche, I've got a big temple. So, you too. Rinpoche Center, no good. Rinpoche Center, no good.
Oh. I don't need some 6:30 Dharma practitioner with a lot of money telling me our center, our lineage, all that is no good. I don't need that. Because I don't say your lineage ain't no good, your lineage is good. But if you say like that, I'm going to think something wrong with your lineage. Bad impression, no. Tsem Rinpoche is a Buddha. Tsem Rinpoche Dharma pure. Tsem Rinpoche has tea with Suki Muni Buddha. You're telling me a weird religion accent.
Really?
If you keep talking like that, after a while they believe you. And Mao Zedong says that if you say it enough, a lie becomes the truth. Say, Tsem Rinpoche has tea with Buddha every day. So tea with them, SMS them, email them, Tsem Rinpoche has tea with Buddha. You know, what kind of tea? Bowl tea. After a while they believe you, they say,
Oh, really?
because these are people who, whatever. And
Tsem Rinpoche, is he really Rinpoche?
if I'm not a Rinpoche, the people who recognize me are stupid too. But I've been in the Sangha and all that stuff, so I don't care about all that, but people are people, who cares? I don't care if I'm holy or not holy. I know I have one mission. I want to seek Dharma, I love Dharma, I want to share Dharma. And I love this country, and I want to stay here, and I want to make this country here, what we do here grow. That's my truth. Simple as that. And I want all Malaysians who are allowed to come. With respect to the Muslim people here, all. And you don't need to convert. We join, we listen to Dharma talks, we pray. We have a good time, we make it expand. And if we don't make it expand, if you guys don't start raising funds soon, you're going to be sitting on each other's lap. Imagine Koki sitting on your lap. You will buy a mala. That's right. Don't let Rajaswari sit on your lap because Yvonne will get you. That's right. Never. See this pretty lady here? Rajaswari, skinny lady? And so she got a fierce husband like this. She sits on your lap. You're going to get it. He's not going to throw $1 at you. He's going to throw a lot more. That's right. So if he's unhappy with anything, I will hear about it very fast. So I don't make him unhappy. I respect him tremendously. So what happens is, he has given me and our books the forward, very, very kind, and signed it and sealed it on the stationery, the whole monastery, to promote our books and our lineage and what we're doing here. And His Eminence Rinpoche is very, very kind. He himself This is his picture that we took there, we developed immediately, and he signed it for us to put in the book. And this is the abbot of Ganden Shatse, and this is our group with Karamchi. He signed the picture. That's liaisons Paul and Jenny and Tap Meng and Beth. They went there to receive the fork and then make offerings on our behalf. All signed. And the abbot signed the picture to put in our center also. All right? Then this is the abbot's personal forward for our books, Compassion Conquers All. He's already looked at it in Tibetan on his own stationery at the monastery, and he's personally signed and sealed it. This, I've been working here for 15 years and I haven't gotten this till today. Okay, rejoice. Okay, there it is. So if I'm doing anything wrong, I will get my own monastic college in trouble, and I would not do that. Nothing is worth it. Nothing. If I get kicked out of here, I need a place to go. What? And it's translated into English. He's very kind. He didn't have to. He signed it for us also for our books. This book will be coming out, Compassion Conquers All. A forward from my boss, the abbot of the Grand Ganden Shatse Monastery. Over 1,500 monks are under him, selected by His Holiness. And then on top of that, Be Greedy is our next book, Chinese book. His Eminence Kanramji has also, because we told him what it is in Tibetan, signed it for us in Chinese, sealed to back up our work. Be Greedy. Okay, this is all official. Then, his boss, very big now. His boss is Ganden Chirumji. Let me tell you about Ganden Chirumji. Ganden Chirumji, you enter Sarah Drepung Ganden, which is over 20,000 monks at its peak. You study and you become a geshe. That's about 20 years. After you become a geshe, you go to the Tantric College, either Gyude or Gyume, but let's go to Gyude because that's where we go to Gyude Tantric College. You put down your dingwa. Dingwa means your seat. And you go there and you study Tantra for 1 year. You learn the intricate meditations and practices, san mandalas, the mudras, everything about Tantra. You become a master sutra Tantra. After that, you can be chosen by His Holiness. This is all by His Holiness, by the way. Chosen by His Holiness to be the disciplinarian. That post lasts for 6 months to 1 year. After that, you return back to your mother monastery, in this case, Ganden. You may be chosen for the next post, may not be. You may just live your life out as a normal monk after that. After you finish, if you're chosen by His Holiness, then the next step is you go to Lama Umze. Lama Umze is what? Is head lead chanter for 3 years in the Tantric College, which means you have all the practices and meditations all memorized. You can recite from memory and chant in lyrics. You lead the whole Tantric College in rituals. 3 years. After you finish that, by succession, you will ascend the throne of the Tantric College. You do. After you ascend the throne, you'll be Kanramji of Tantric College, which is a very, very elite, high position. You cannot simply ascend that. The Dalai Lama will not simply pick. How does he pick? Because the monastery offer names up. So you will rule and watch over the administrative and spiritual head of the Tantric College. You do. You may. You do is Gyuto. You may is Gyume. You will be that one. And what happens is, then you'll retire as the abbot. After 3 years abbotship, you retire, then you'll be Kensur. Kensur is abbot emeritus. Then you return to your monastery, then you'll head to the thrones. Then you will ascend the highest thrones within the Gelugpa school, which is the biggest school in Tibet. You will either ascend the throne of the Lord of the North or the Lord of the East. Lord of the North is Jangse Chuje. Jangse is northern direction. Chuje is Dharma King, Dharma Lord, representative of Ganden Jangse Monastery. Then Sharpa Chuje is east. Chuje is Dharma Lord, Dharma King, means no one in that direction knows more Dharma than you. You ascend the throne. That represents Tsongkhapa's 2 disciples, Kidrumji and Getsop Rinpoche. Then by succession, you will attain the Ganden throne. The Ganden throne is a representative of Lama Tsongkhapa on earth. It is the Pope. You will ascend to this throne and you will be called Ganden Chirumji. In the presence of the Dalai Lama in Tibet, only Ganden Chirumji can wear his hat, along with the 2 tutors, no one else. No matter how high you are, what monastery you come from, you can wear Lama Tsongkhapa's hat. The monastery can give it to you, you can wear it. You can wear it if the monastery gives it to you, but you can never wear it in the presence of His Holiness. Only Ganden Chirumji can wear it in the presence of His Holiness.